morning, everyone. Welcome to another week of pure analytics and delivery. For us to start the weekend, we're gonna just quickly go over last week and my expectation for last week and what I wanted to see. So, the CW2 week two of the year, I wanted to see this weekly fair value gap right here, hold down price to take down this low here, but we failed to have that happen and we traded right through the weekly fair value gap I had in mind. So come week three, we printed, we closed almost at the other weekly fair value gap at this highs there on the 8th of December. And I wanted to see price filling the fair value gap before maybe a reversal or something. And we had just that. We first of all into traded back into the new weekly inverse fair value gap where used to capitalize on longs on the XY towards this point here. So with all that having happened last week, this week we're currently dancing inside the weekly fair value gap and we have this new area printed here. So let me just enable that. So if for us to see high continuous higher prices, we could get a reversal, a retracement down into the weekly fair value gap and a continuation higher, or I could see price wanting to take the ERL of this entire range, and we have something like this from this fair value gap here. We go come down, close out the weekly fair value gap here, invest, come down, use that as a point of interest for lower prices. So yeah, so it's still all based on probability, but I'm highly favoring the higher prices for now. And I want to see Monday, Tuesday, probably Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday create the low of the week on the XY. Then we have another move higher. That's on the daily. On the weekly. If you should go to the daily, on the daily, I really don't have much to work with. We already cleared the previous week high on EU and GU. I'm going to be right there soon. But already took out the highs on EU and GU and failed to do so on the XY, which is already an XMT, and this is the weaker pair. We still have this. We have the weekly fair value gap area highlighted. We'll print that out as well. We still have this weekly fair value gap, and inside the weekly fair value gap I also have this daily fair value gap as point of interest as well. Although we could see some expansion from the current price, and like we have this other block here, we could just see price take off from the proportion block here, the PB. Although we could see price just from this area right now, we reverse. We could have something like this, but that's not ideal for me, and that's not a high probability setup right now. I want to see the whole move lower into here, then maybe some sort of reversal SMT happening inside the weekly fair value gap for me to change my bias. That's it for DXY. I don't think I have to go to the 4 hours time frame or the 1 hour because I have no micro analysis on those. So while we're here, we'll go to EU and GU right now. So last week as well, since I was expecting higher prices on DXY, I want to see lower prices on EU and GU, which we did get. That we closed bearish last week. On EU, I wanted to use the weekly inverse fair value gap to capitalize on more shorts towards to fill the this little fair value gap will just invest here and probably go lower than that. On GU, I think GU was the stronger pair, which I just wanted to see some shorts to the flat body low here, and probably I think this candlestick's low as well. So right now, going into the new week, we already have an SMT at the lows. Let me bring that out again. So we already have this on the weekly. We already have this. We have this unmitigated weekly fair value gap, and on EU we don't have any fair value gap to capitalize on. We instead we invest this. Let me highlight that out as well. It's a little too small for you to notice, but there's something there that we could actually work with. Let me get that. Okay, so we have something like that. We've already traded through today, going up. We're headed. I think we're going to go back to this this point of interest. Could use the previous weekly high, since we took out the previous weekly low and failed to do so on DXY. So I could see a run into the daily fair value gap while we're having that run lower on DXY. We'll have something like this and reversal down to this point. Remember, it's crucial to see how we close inside the weekly fair value gap. If we invest it, I'm going to be sure I'm headed for the highs and the side. On GBP USD, we already have this weekly fair value gap here. I'm using this as my target, short-term targets before going higher. I want to see EU clearing out the 1.14687 low, while GU failing to do so. That's if I'm still to see bullish price action, straight up expansion, just like that. We could get on GU while we're having this on EU. I could be seeing something like this. So I could be seeing something like this, and it's gonna be totally fine. Or I could just get an expansion from here, from the area here. Let's just say straight down into it, while this trades into this. So everything is still based on probability, as you all know. So yeah, that's for the weekly. Let me take that out of my charts. I don't have a lot of diagrams on them anymore. So if we head into the daily, let me take this out. Head into the daily. We have the daily fair value gap here. A daily fair value gap, which we could just see price react from here lower, and we could have DXY expand higher from the other block I mentioned. So this point currently is crucial. We're at a crucial point for the day. I think I'll just wait my day out. This is Monday, the 19th of January. I'm going to just wait my day out, because if we could get something like this. If we want to invest this, okay, yeah, this is the support of the narrative I listed out from the weekly. But should we get my thought line is David. Should we get a run away from the daily fair value gap, straight down, something like this? Having this is, I'll beat you. Leave this place. Leave this place with that. Having this place, this run from here is still. Really sorry about that, y'all. Having this run again, we might still get another run to the weekly lows, the newly printed weekly lows. Maybe having Tuesday to get the low of the week. And on the daily time frame on EU, we have the other blocks same as the XYZ above for lower prices. So on the daily itself, I'm bearish. On the weekly, I'm bullish. Depending on how we close on this. So if I should see price today heavily inverse this and close above this, it comes on, and I'll be expecting a continuation from this area. I'll trade into it back, and I'll be targeting the weekly fair value gap. I'm targeting initially from the weekly. Same thing with GU. On GU, we've not yet traded into the daily fair value gap. Currently, we're having an SMT already. So yeah, we could just see the sweep from here again, from the daily fair value gap. This is my. We can have this first. Then on the XY, like I mentioned, we just have no need for the whole come down to this area anymore. If we're having that, I can just use this, the proportion block I mentioned again. I'm just going to highlight it out, leave it the mark on. We can have this, then from here capitalize on the move higher. Either way, I'll look to update the Discord and the Telegram where I do my daily updates from private students, what we'll be expecting and how we'll be going daily. So let me drop down to a lower time frame. Let's work with 4 hours right now. On the 4 hours, we already printed a new mitigation unmitigated fair value gap here, sorry. So when we were having the run on the lows, we could expect some resistance from EU, and since EU is obviously the stronger pair here, and GU just smoothly run to the lows cleared the previous week's low. So that's that for. But okay, let me just go down to the 1 hour and to bring out what I'm about and what I'm expecting for the day. I should bring that out. So it's already done actually. I've already had that run. So I wanted to see the high being taken out. It just happened all of a sudden. I had my markouts already out. Then I'm just doing a voiceover on everything. So yeah, the same thing we had Trump's tariff coming yesterday. Is it yesterday? I think yesterday. Cleared the previous week, creating the XMT. We had another impulsive move higher, creating a 1 hour fair value gap with another 1 hour unmitigated fair value gap. We inverse the 1 hour fair value gap as well here. With that expansion move higher, we started to see retracement going into I think Asia section. We had a retracement. Then we still expanded a little bit higher. Yeah, we traded higher again, created a new 1 hour fair value gap. After creating the 1 hour fair value gap, obviously EU was the weaker pair. GU failed. GU did not tap into it before they run on the highs. So we had this move. We made it on the 2 a.m. candle open London session. The move was just sweet. I just went straight for the highs I wanted. So right now I have nothing. I'm gonna be sitting on my hands doing a lot of waiting to see what price is printing and what I'll be doing next. Don't forget to always check on the Discord and the Telegram for daily updates, because why wouldn't you? Gold and silver, we're still at all-time highs, and I don't want to touch this. I just want to let this play out first. I don't want to have it. I'm not touching anything on the current day. I'm just gonna watch price action and see what's happened from there. Let me bring out let me show something on bitcoins to begin the year. I'm coming. On Bitcoin currently, this is what I'm expecting. I'm looking to see how we close inside this daily fair value gap. If we should close it out right now, we'll be looking for a run on this low resistance liquidity run. I'll be looking for a low resistance liquidity run on these lows, taking out the 84,398 level. On EU, I'll just say taking out the lows. So right now we have nothing to work with. We're just on guessing. Not like guessing. We're just on whatever it is. We're just speculating right now. So I think that's will be all. Good luck and good trading, y'all. I'll see you on the next weekly intentions, and thank you.